Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Theatre.
I'm sorry, I said I would say that, so so I did. I'm Linus Gelber. I am an actor and a photographer and a writer, so I've found various creative ways to lose money over the years. When you start working with the texts, they seem very exciting, and you can't wait to get out on stage and declaim. And then when you're handed, especially a comedy subplot part, you have this sudden obstacle, which is the language, because there are so many terms that don't translate as well as terms that do. So particularly all the P humor and all the scatology is completely lost, and you have to decide how to handle that, ideally without like pointing to your penis when you say, you know, under the line or whatever. You're entering a field that is full of so much detail, and there's so much power in it, and it's really, I find a Shakespearean piece transformative. I mean, you come into it dealing with the text as, you know, blocks or objects and that have to be moved, lifted and moved, and then you come out of it having found a path through. I find it delightful. It is a tremendous challenge. I mean, you can create other challenges, but they're more artificial. In this case, you just have language which you know coming in is classical and beautiful and strong and has been read by thousands and thousands of people over the centuries. And then you have a chance to lift it in a slightly different way. It's very individual and at the same time restrictive. It's kind of exciting as an artist to find your corner of it. First, you have to ask what a great Shakespearean is. I mean, we can't all be, you know, Brian Cox or Laurence Olivier. Sometimes a great Shakespearean is doing what you want with the pieces, having pride in your work. We're in, I think, a sort of world that's a little bit unfriendly to theater and performing arts. And so the integrity of your dreams is part of that. I've been really proud of the work I've done, which has not been seen by that many people. It's, a lot of us work in obscurity, most of us, I think. And a great Shakespearean is for me, when you do a role and you do it proudly and you look at it and you say, I could have improved on it, but not that much. It's fashionable now to look at pieces like this and to treat Shakespeare as a bisexual or homosexual or a frustrated, closeted homosexual. And in fact, that might be the case. Or he might have just been creative. There's some people think that he's satirizing the love poetry of Petrarch. I don't really know, but this is a poem about love and slightly misplaced love and gender roles, and whatever source it came from, I just find it an interesting and lovely piece. A woman's face, with nature's own hand painted hast thou, the master mistress of my passion. A woman's gentle heart, but not acquainted with shifting change as is false woman's fashion. An eye more bright than theirs, less false in rolling, gilding the object upon which it gazeth. A maiden hue, all hues in its controlling, that steals men's eyes and women's souls amazeth. And for a woman wert thou first created, till nature, as she wrought thee, fell a doting, and by addition me of thee defeated, by adding one thing, to my purpose nothing. But since she pricked thee out for women's pleasure, mine be thy love, and thy love's use their treasure.